Interesting. This thing's probably got about 1,500 swings on it. $175. Which I can tell you, I'm beginning to realize may be the spot. How are you, sir?
Sir Casper.
Wes Campbell. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Grab that Johnny Bailey that's only got, I think that Johnny Bailey's probably got around 60 swings on it, Billy.
Well, no, because Larry hit like 40. That's probably good.
I should have tested the other side of it. I've been trying to test the two sides of it.
Well, I'm really not worried about that.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering, you know, I'm always interested to see kind of
How they're all around?
Yeah.
Do they vary within like 3 compression?
I've seen them pretty close. Yeah, I didn't see a ton.
I mean, no, they are pretty close. Most of them.
225.
No, it's less than that. 220. Dude, you got to be precise when you talk shit like that, because everybody's going to say, no, I didn't. I didn't hit that 225 mark.
You said how many swings you think you got on it?
60. What are they compression? You don't even know what they're compression tested at, do you, when they get broke in? 180 maybe? 190?
Well, I can tell you the one with 1,100 swings on it is at 175.
To Johnny Bailey.
The worth.
The worth.
Oh, the word. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how many swings y'all think you put on it when you took it up there?
Zero. It hadn't been hit since. Yeah, I told Bubba. Really, what I want to know is how many swings you get on it before, because of that zipper, you know, because the vertical zipper.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know.
Looking at it, it doesn't look like it's gotten any bigger. I've got a picture of that.
So pretty close both sides.
Yeah. Well, it's a little over on that one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was
130 right there. 135 maybe.
The thing about that too, Davis.
Which tells me it's new. It's got 60 swings on it. I mean,
but it's moving, right?
Oh, yeah,
moving in the right direction.
Really good.
Well, I'll say so. The Bubba had a 27 that I kept that had a really pronounced seam separation on that worth, and we had 50 cuts on it, and it tested it right at almost 200 with 50 swings on it.
So that's the 27 we just got from Bubba.
No, the one you got from Bubba is the one he hit Saturday. Probably's got 20 swings on it.
Yeah,
The other one I kept. Yeah, the other one I kept because I wanted to see if how long it lasts with that zipper, because without the seam separation, because you guys got a ton of swings.
Well, he said y'all used that in the home run derby. Some guys did.
No, brand new out of the wrapper. No, the bat it never got hit up there. Yeah, I told him to bring it because I wanted to test it.
All right, this is the 27, right, Billy?
This is the 27. So before it got here, if it had 20 swings on it, I think, because it probably had less than 10.
So 30 swings,
Yeah,
Billy?
30 swings.
Holy crap, but testing low.
So
20?
Yeah. I mean, once again, with less than 50 cuts on it. So they're definitely, from what I'm hearing, getting hotter faster than last year's.
Oh, I can tell swinging at Johnny Bailey today, and Billy could too, that it's going to take a few to get that one going, but it's not like, it's not making that sound yet, but at the end it was. Remember when I was swinging it, it was.
Think about the Johnny Bailey, the handle on that mic and bat is a little bit stiff too. That's going to have to loosen up a little bit.
I think yeah.
And because the barrel's pretty decent. I mean, I don't know what the compression would be on it.
So those were 1,100 swings.
What's the compression on it?
175.
Wow.
So it's the same as that Dudley.
Yeah, it's testing like the Dudley.
How many did you put on it today?
Just a few, because Bubba had a doctor's appointment, so he didn't get here until after we were really through. Maybe.
I'm really interested just to see how many more you get on it, and
it hasn't lost anything on it.
Yeah, until I still haven't seen when one broke. Looks like if it's shark tooth, I don't know, like those other ones.
Well, so I'm thinking that's a seam. That's just
I agree with you. But to me, when I talked to, because we had the same thing happen on that Ultra 2 I brought down, had that Alan called it a zipper. He said,
Yeah.
he said, did it get a zipper on it? I go, yeah. He goes, all right. Well, he goes, then it's probably close.
You talking about the seam?
Yeah, that little seam it's got on it at the front, at the top of it.
How many you got on the Suncoast?
Is that the
You said it in the video
that's
today.
the balance?
That's the balance.
Crap, it's over 500. Probably, no, it's probably around 600 because we hit it a bunch. The guys hit it a bunch today.
So
That's right at 180.
180.
Wow, that's higher than the Dudley.
Yeah.
Now the ball's flying off that balance back right there.
Yeah. It's flying.
There's Casper.
Well, the fact you got 500 on it's impressive.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not.
For Suncoast,
Yeah,
yeah.
because that's not what y'all were getting.
No.
No. Now the Suncoast inloaded may have more than that. We
What you
had that
could
one first, didn't we? Or we have this one first.
So we had the balance first.
Oh, okay, then this one's
So
higher.
both sides about the same.
Yep, they're about the same.
A buddy of mine works for a city that's closed right now, and he said, I wanted to go and test a bunch of bats, and he's like, well, we're going to be closed for a while, just keep it. I said, well, it will get used. So. And this is the inload?
This is the unload. How many swings, Billy? About a 200 or something?
No, I'm closer to 3. Because I've been using it every time I come out here.
About a 200.
200.
Yeah. 200.
If this Dudley was 174,
175
175.
was the Dudley.
Wow, that's why the ball comes off that bad. You know what else we really need to find a way to test is how much that handle is.
Flexes.
Because I guarantee you that Johnny Bailey has got a stiffer handle. If that handle on that Johnny Bailey was as loose as those handles, that ball would be going a lot farther and a lot faster.
Is there a way to somehow get a press or something? We could almost
You'd have to
measure it, and you could press down on it?
Well,
With the same
exactly.
You'd
have to get it in a vise this way, and then get a pound compressor, a tester to push it,
Yeah, and just, and
only push it like an inch or something,
Yeah.
and see what comes.
yeah, see what it took to move that one versus others, yeah.
If you did that, you get total flex from the barrel too. What you want to do is isolate it just at the base of the knob, and then so where it tells the same taper, then press down.
What ounce is this?
26.5.
Yeah, feel low. Heavy.
So do that. That's a test we do at work. Steel.
So the 27 I kept, the zipper, that seam was way more.
Was he calling that a
pronounced.
zipper, or is he calling it just a seam?
That's a
separator?
seam. This is the zipper. The vertical one is what
Yeah.
they called it. That one right there.
Because I think that's where as they wrap it, that's where it ends up right there. Okay.
So, but the one
Instead of
Bubba
having a
hit,
double overlap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that other 27 had 50 cuts on it, and it was more pronounced. The 26 that I took out of the wrapper that night, and probably had 125 swings on it, nothing on it. Not a.
But neither one of them broke.
No.
Yeah, but the deal is, here's the deal too. All those new bats that are coming out, we're hitting them in 55-degree weather.
Yeah. Well,
And how cold was it up there?
it was
Nashville.
37 Friday night and never got above 35 Saturday. So that was the other part. I was like, I put 125 swings on it, and it lasted, and didn't have anything on it.
Because you could not do that with last year's bats or the year before that's bats. They would have been trash.
Well, I was talking to Masinko about. He said, "Well, how'd the tournament go?" I go, "Good. I saw a lot of old Dudleys get wrecked. I mean, I can't believe anybody. I mean, 35 degrees and you're out hitting a OG Dudley, and they were wrecking them." I go, "Well, good for us. We got to keep moving through them." But
We were talking the other day, 2 years, you're not going to find a Dudley.
yeah,
You're not going to find one. Because there's such a hot commodity right now. And if you look at the longevity they're getting, about 2 more years, where the Dudley's got 1,000 swings on an older guy, not a young guy.
well, and you were talking about in the video, so Nacho swung my 26, the Mach 1, bless you, and kept kind of one hop in the infield, goes to the Johnny Bailey with the half ounce, and is just murdering it. I mean, it's, once again, I always go back and say the nice part about him is really, it's whatever you want. Do you want a long barrel? Do you need a half ounce? I mean, I ordered myself an Allen Tanner. I just want to see if the half ounce is better for me.
Yeah, he's sending me one today.
Yeah. So, because the technology's all the same, it's just the weight. So, but I'll probably have this for a little while longer. So, if you get some new stuff, you want to just do compression.
Wow, how much longer?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, we got prodigies coming in.
Yeah.
No, week and a half.
Yeah, no, I think I'll have it for another month or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he told me just keep it. He called me. He said I'd do this. So
We need to get together one day and sit down and have a talk about bat
Everything.
compression and about bats, because
Like a little round table kind of deal.
I mean,
Almost like a podcast, but not live.
I'm starting to believe that 175 may be the number. If you can keep it at 175 and above, that's because I really want to know is when does the durability just go away?
well,
Is there a compression number on that?
Now, you did that one at 175. Now, here's my thing on that. I was swinging that a while ago. I squared the ball up and I didn't cut it. It went nowhere.
yeah.
It went right out to where outfielder was at, and like he caught it. But the next time I cut one, and I'm whack, because I'm not compressing that barrel at 175.
Well, the last time Dave had the compression tester, we probably tested 500 bats in 2 months. And one of the things we found out was when you took them out and hit them, that some of the bats that had low compression, which means they shouldn't be as good as the high compression.
Right.
Line drives were one thing, but as far as distance, true in distance, some of them low compression bats, the ball was going, a long ways, a lot farther than the high compression bat. So it's the compression is a part of it, but then handle flex and bat speed are two big factors too. The young guys, the 40-year-old guys, can take a low compression bat and just work
Because they're going to
ball
compress
over.
that
One
wall.
thing that you're not addressing is not just the fact that it comes back, it's how fast that bat responds back. Okay, you can see the compression here, but how fast is that response?
So that's the Ultra 2 we hit here that day. That's the Ultra 2 we hit. It's got less than 100 swings on it, and it's at 200.
That's the new
26
Ultra 2?
ounce.
That's the 20. Yeah, that's the one
That's the new Ultra
That's
2?
the lighter
The,
one.
the one I brought down.
You didn't
that
swing
light
it.
one.
You didn't swing it. Remember?
We swung it that day because it was real. It had no end load at all. I mean, it's the balance.
The real
truth.
light one.
Yeah, the red. Yeah, red. The black one with red and white.
I think Johnny Sutton swings would like to swing the Ultra, but he wants to know what the difference is between this year's bat and last year's bat as far as a physical way to say this is one of this year's bats and that's one of last year's bats. There's no way it looks exactly the same, right?
See, and I don't think those are. A lot of people asking me, are they reissued? I don't think they're reissued because they didn't stop making them.
Yeah.
They've always made the black one piece.
It's been that way for yeah.
And they didn't change it. They didn't tweak it because they had that following, and they were reaching their quota, right? So they probably had that following where no, let's not mess with it. It's still a hot commodity, and all these older guys, because they like them, are swinging them.
And they probably still do. You get
Yes.
guys that'll go out and buy that black Ultra. I mean, they like it.
Yeah.
And they've swung it for 20 years, and they just something that they like
I
swinging.
I asked Leaf before I left. I said, "Is this new?" He goes, "Oh, it's the same one they've always had." So, but yeah, interesting.